Welcome back to the channel. In today's lesson, we'll be looking at one-point perspective. In a previous video, we would have looked at two-point perspective drawing. So in today's video, we'll be looking at how do we draw an object given a two-dimensional views of the object to represent a three-dimensional view of the same object. And in today's video, the one-point perspective drawing will be used to represent the three-dimensional pictorial drawing. Okay, so we're moving from a two-dimension drawing to a three-dimension pictorial view. And as I said, it's one-point perspective. In another video, we looked at oblique drawing and isometric drawing. So perhaps at the end of this video, you could visit the channel pages and look at those other two methods in which you can represent three-dimensional views for an object. So on the screen, we have the front elevation and the plan. I put the top view so you could have a better understanding of what the plan is. The plan is a top view of the object. So for example, if you're in a aeroplane and you're looking down and you will see the top of the object, right? So if you're in an airplane and looking down above a house, the top would be called the top view would be called the plan, right? And the front elevation would be you're standing in front of the house and the picture that you're seeing, that would be the front elevation. All right, good. So here we have the front elevation down here, the lower view, right? This is what I would see in the front. This is a top view, and this is what you would see when you look at it from an aerial view looking down on the object. Now, in today's video, we're going to make it interactive, right? So I want you to pause the video for about 10 seconds or 30 seconds or however long you need, right? But you're going to take a pencil and a sheet of paper and you're going to sketch well, I guess you could sketch the two-dimensional views if you want to build your confidence. But what I really want you to do is to sketch the three-dimensional object, right? It doesn't have to be one-point perspective. If you can get it drawn in one-point perspective, good. But I just want you to be able to build the skills to move from a two-dimensional view to a three-dimensional view. So pause the video, sketch what is your interpretation of the three-dimensional solution, the pictorial view. What would it look like in 3D in real life, right? And then when you're finished, you can start the video and I'll show you the solution. So pause the video if you and sketch the three-dimensional um, object of what is represented by these two-dimensional views. Again, it doesn't have to be one-point perspective. We can sketch it in isometric or oblique, and we did two videos on, well, we did different videos with both the isometric and the oblique, right? So if you want to visit it and then come back, that's fine, right? But make sure you come back to present your solution and match it with our solution in today's video. All right. Now, if you don't have a pen, a pencil, I want you to get a pen. If you don't have a pen, get a crayon. If you don't have a crayon, get a marker. And if you don't have a marker, I guess you'd have to get stones and mark it on a tablet. In those old time days, you would use, in my day, they had a slate uh, that you would, as a child, you get a slate to write on. And I guess that's where they got the name tablet from for this digital age. So pause the video and then come back. All right, welcome back. I hope you were able to find a pencil marker, because today's video will be interactive. So let me show you my solution. Ready? Does yours look like that? Remember, you could draw it in isometric or oblique, so it doesn't have to be like this. So come in there, those zeros look like that. Can you guess what view you think I drew my solution in? 1 point perspective, all right? Those zeros look like that? Yes, no? Let's see again. So gonna get a full blown, right? Okay. So this is what the solution would look like. I drew it in AutoCAD and you are gonna draw it in AutoCAD too, right? Good. So good job if you got it correctly. If you didn't get it correctly, that's the purpose of today's video to guide it through. So if you got it correctly, whether you draw it in isometric or oblique, you're gonna draw it in today's video in 1 point perspective. Now the drawing, it looks a little bit different from what is there. So let me zoom it up to show you that is actually correct. All right. So let me carry it over just for you and the other viewers. For those who are just joining, I gave the persons who were here before you a challenge to draw this two-dimensional view represented by the top view and the front elevation. The top view is the aerial view looking down. So if you're in a plane, an aeroplane in the sky looking down, you would see the house top. So the top view is called the plan. And the front view, if you're standing on the road looking on a house, that would be the front elevation. So I'd ask them to sketch the three-dimensional or the pictorial view of the object. So this is what it would look like. Because it is in perspective, right? So enlarge it for you so that you can see the solution at least. See? So what you have, remember the object is going away from you. So what you have is this vertical face, this sloping face, this is the top, and then this is the angular part coming down. Okay? So this is what the 1 point perspective will look for like for the drawing which is shown, right? So hope you can picture it. Yes? All right, good job. So we're gonna move on to the video for today's lesson. Thanks for visiting us, and let's proceed. All right. Welcome to the channel. In today's video, we'll be drawing an object in 1 point perspective. In the previous video, we drew a cylinder in 1 point perspective. Okay. So by now, you should have been confident and ready to draw another drawing in 1 point perspective, okay? All right, so what we're gonna do now, we're gonna draw the object in the front elevation on the ground line and in the plan view where the picture plane is, okay? All right, so we're gonna draw the front elevation. So it's gonna be this, 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 escape. Come again. This coming up there, 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 there. Enter. All right. Now in the plan view, we're gonna draw the same object there. So we're gonna go. We're gonna draw the plan for the object. Okay. So we're gonna go there, 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 and there. Enter. All right. We're gonna draw a line there to there. Enter. There to there. Enter. All right, so this is the top view, this is the lower part. Okay, all right. Now the next thing we're gonna do, so we're gonna set out our what? Can you guess what we're gonna set out next? Station point, right? I'm gonna put it right here, so the station point will be right here. Okay, all right, so let us label that point station point. Okay, all right, the next thing we're gonna draw is our horizontal line. Okay, Let us label it, okay? All right, so we have labeled our horizontal line, all right? So from the station point, we're going to drop a line down to intersect the horizontal line. And that will be the vanishing point, okay? So let us label it. All right, so what we did a while ago, we drew this line and we intersect the picture plane, we drop a line to get the side here, all right? All right, so we're gonna do the same thing for the other end here. So we go there, line to the station point, enter. We're gonna drop a perpendicular from this intersection coming down, right? And if we draw a line from here, going to the vanishing point there, right? The horizontal line drawn from this point to that point would be the end, the lower end of the object, okay? So the top edge, there will be no edge there, yes, because the object there is cut at an angle, so there is no edge here. But if you wanted to draw the line, you could draw the line, okay? All right. All right, so we have the base. What we want to know is get this point here now, right? So we're gonna go line from there to the station point, right? Then we're gonna drop a line coming down, okay? So we go line, intersection, coming down to intersect this line. No. Alright, so we go again, line from this intersection coming down, line from this intersection coming down, line, this intersection, enter. Alright. Alright, so this brings us to the end of today's video. For those who got their drawing looking like mine, good job in a 1 point perspective. In the next drawing, in the next video, we'll be looking at another 1 point perspective drawing. So see you then. Take care. Thanks for watching.